Hello. Hey, I look crazy. So, welcome. My name is Danny Honeycutt. I have started my brows before we got on here. I cannot wait to get my brow pomade. I am waiting on it. I cannot wait. So, hey, Alana, I'm going to finish filling in my brows and start talking to you. Again, if you're new here, my name is Danny Honeycutt, and I am the owner of Honey D Beauty. Welcome to my page, my channel. And if you're catching this, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? You know what? That is happening to a lot of lives. People are losing sound. Like it's not recording the sound out at all. Don't know what that's all about. So I know these are awful dark. Don't worry. We're going to lighten them up. See how much lighter that gets? Okay. So today I'm going to talk to you. Yesterday I showed the airbrush kit, like what's in the kit, what all you get. And today I'm going to do a full face of makeup a different way than with the airbrush. So if you don't currently have the airbrush, I'll show you how to do my makeup, how I do my makeup with natural products. Like if you're waiting for your airbrush to come in, or you want to try this instead, if you're nervous about the airbrush, you want to build up to it. Honestly, the airbrush is the most easy application I have ever done for makeup. I think learning more about contouring with a brush and stuff like that was harder than learning how to use that airbrush. Whoa, that's some big brows. How did this brow turn out like nice? And that brow turned out, whoa, way up there. Well, maybe because I went too low. I had to trim like, okay, so if you've been watching me for a while, then you know that I use one of the dermaplaning eyebrow razors, right? I get these off Amazon, like a multi-pack. They're phenomenal. And then I trim just a little bit of stray hair under there. I really don't have any eyebrows at all. So sometimes I have to play with mine and see where I want them. And this one, I had to bring the arch up a little more to match this crazy wild thing. Y'all ever do that? Try to do your eyebrows and you got a wild one? Decides to go to all the way up to your hairline. Craziness. All right. I think we are getting it under control. You can always smooth out your brow. This is why I do my brow first thing, because if I need to wipe it off, it's really no damage to my face whatsoever. All right. Now, I am going to take a tiny bit of my Insta-Last serum. I keep in my little mini fridge. I'm going to take a tiny bit of it on my fingertip. Literally, you can't even see. That's how tiny of a bit that I have. And put that on my lid. Let's get the what's left of the drop, and I'm going to put that on my lid. And this is since I have hooded lids, like this is what I'm using as my base, but also it's going to like tighten the hoods of my lids up a little bit. These eyebrows are wild today. Whew, unruly. Okay, let's do an eye look. What eye look should we do? Should we do... Okay, I absolutely love this palette. This is the ColourPop Bare Necessities palette. Phenomenal. Absolutely love it. Look at all these beautiful colors. Let's do like some brown. Let's do a brown. Yes. A brown. Brown, brown, brown. That is a lovely packing brush too. So we have some great colors in this palette. So we're just going to dip in there and have fun. That's all I do. You can hear all my brushes rolling around. I've got a ton of makeup brushes. And I have on my Fiesta shirt, which is a Mardi Gras. It's Mardi Gras shirt. Okay, I'm going to use full expose all over the lid, just as like a good transition color. Move over here so I can see my mirror. This is a good base color, and I'm just literally taking that all over the lid. Not all the way up to the brow, though. All right. Now what do I want to do? I'm going to do a little bit of that Hustler. I do believe. Okay, Hustler is like, it's more of a peachy tone. And I'm taking that kind of in the crease. Wait, should we do a halo? Let's do a halo. False alarm. I'm going to take it in the inner corner here and up. And then I'm going to take it in the outer part and up. This is a very good transition shade too. Just a lighter shade so you can get it all together. I haven't done a halo in a while, and I thought, you know what? This would be a really good look. And this palette has some great glitter to it. Okay. So I was going to talk to you about how to figure out which airbrush foundation you should use, right? And this can be a little intimidating because we have 9 shades of foundation and we should be getting more. But I want to tell you, our airbrush foundations are super, super flexible. Like two of the colors mixed together, you can do a lot more drops of a darker shade of foundation or a lot more drops of a lighter shade of foundation. So even just two foundations right beside each other, that can cover a range of skin shades, skin tones. So I think that is fabulous. Now I'm going to go in here with cracked on. No, I'm sorry, complicated. You see how I'm just going in that windshield wiper motion right over top of that. And this complicated shade has a very beautiful little shimmer to it. Now, because I have those hooded eyes, I want to make sure that I take up my color a little higher than where my natural crease is. And that's going to make it seem, see when I back away, that's making it seem like my hood is not there at all. Okay, now here's the fun part. We're going to start going in with a darker shade. So I need to clean this brush off because this is more of a denser brush. My messenger is going crazy right now. And every time it goes off, it puts the words right across the screen. I can't see what I'm doing. Okay. So this is crack on, and this is like a dark brown. So I find it easier if I just start with a little bit and then if I need more color, I can add more color, right? Good. We have all these beautiful shades in here. I'm going to keep this this darkest color, this crack on color. I'm going to keep it closer to the inside and not above, okay? And these are more orange or more warm shades of brown that we're using today. On the bottom here, okay, so this row right here is the row that we're using, the second row. These are all warmer shades, but down here they have the cooler browns, which is why this palette is so wonderful, and it's why it's called Bare Necessities. It's got your warms and your cools, and it's packed full of neutral colors and some mauves. So you have plenty of options just with this one palette for almost whatever look you would want to create. And this is also a great palette for wedding styles. All I'm doing is applying color with this denser brush. And then we'll go back in and blend things out. Let's see what we got now. Clean this brush off. This big blender brush. I love it. Okay. Let's see if we can get some blending going on. How has your day been today? My day was crazy fast. Like last week was so slow. I felt like it was so slow. And this week has been 2 days. I can't believe tomorrow's Wednesday. Now, I have no product on this brush, by the way. I'm just blending out what's already on my eye. That's blending out pretty good. This is like my favorite palette ever. All right. Now what color shall we use? I think I want to use my fingertip, and the talk is in the same row. Oh, look at that bad boy. That is such a pretty color. But I think it might be just a tad too light. I think that would be good for like an inner corner color. Let's see here. Yes. Okay, we're going to keep the talk to the inner corner. See how pretty that looks on the inner corner? Beautiful. I want to go a tad bit darker with the halo look. And this is the shade Designer Duds. It is so pretty though. Boom. And I'm just applying with my ring finger because it doesn't press hard. And I'm applying it in that halo part. And then we'll go back over it with our blending brush. And we're going to blend out any harsh edges there. Any harsh edges. Blend, 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 blend. Now, let's take that brush right there. I have a tiny, tiny brush, and this is what I call a liner brush. So I'm going to go on this outer corner here with that darkest of brown. And I'm not going to bring it all the way in. I need to blend that back out. Okay. Now, all I'm doing is taking that same halo shade and applying that to like the middle of my under eye. Let's get that off my fingers. Ugh. Now, this is a cute, cute, cute eye look. I know it doesn't look all the way put together right now. Give it time. Give it time. We're going to do the rest of our face now. Now, look, I have all this fallout, but no worries. If you have a makeup wipe, use a makeup wipe. I, unfortunately, do not have any at the moment. If you have cotton rounds and micellar water, use that. Okay, so if you don't have our airbrush kit at the moment, our hide and chic concealer doubles as a foundation, yo. This is the great part. This is my all-time favorite face brush. So I put a little bit on there. And this is a very full coverage, okay? So this is a full coverage option if you do not have the airbrush kit yet, or you are waiting on it, or even just as a concealer, but it does double as a foundation, and it is wonderful. You see, one pump pretty much does your whole face. I love it. I can tell that I missed my energy. Um, I forgot to bring my extra energy to work with me today. Girls, I can tell that I missed it because I feel drugged down at the moment. I don't have that extra kick that I've been having in the evenings. All right. So I'm just straightening out some lines. And now you guys know this, you can see this can wash you out when you're as fair as me. I am super fair. So even when I back up, this matches my skin tone. But I want to put some color back in my face. And the best way to do that is with our cheek palette. And this cheek palette, it has your contour shade in it. It has a highlight, your contour, highlight, blush. And that's what we're going to focus on. So I'm going to get a smaller face brush and I'm going to do some bronzer and get to contouring. These brushes are my brushes. These are my brand. And they are so dense and smooth that you're not losing product. And it goes a long way. Like it makes your product last longer because you're not using that much. And it's super soft on your face. I absolutely love these brushes. They blend this makeup so well. I like to take my contour up onto my temples and make sure I contour my five head. Otherwise, y'all, this forehead, you don't even know. You don't even know how bad it is. And see, I already have depth to my face. And when I back away, you can see it really well. And you can see where you need to blend. Sometimes we're just a little too close to our faces. And yes, I like to contour my jawline and try to get rid of this double chin. Yes, you can contour your double chin right away. I give myself a really chiseled jawline. I love it. Because trust me, You see all this? See this right here? And right here? That is not chiseled. But you can chisel it with contour. Okay. Now here comes the really fun part, which is our nose contour. But I have the most simple solution ever for nose contour, and that is a straight brush like this. Look how straight. Okay, let me hold this up here. Put down the palette, Danny. Can you see how straight that is? This is gonna make it so easy to contour your nose. It's just pretty much a straight line. You can sweep it to the side like this. Sweep it down the sides of your nose. And yes, I'm looking in my mirror over here, so if you can't see me, let me do it like this instead. Let me get it darker for you. Okay, now you can see those lines they deep. I would bring them in to your brows a little bit because that's where the actual shadow lies. And then I blend it down the sides of my nose there. I have not put any highlight on my nose, but it already looks thinner. And now y'all know I got a huge honker. So no worries. We are going to blend that out. But another way that you can use this is if you want fuller looking lips, purse your lips like you're going to kiss. And contour right under your lip. Right under your lip like that. And that's going to, I mean, it already makes you look like you have a fuller bottom lip. Boo. All right. Now I like to take the brush that I already used and lightly go over. You're not really covering anything. You're just making sure that you blend those areas out. See, I still have plenty of contour. I like to use an angled brush to apply my blush. An angled brush to apply my blush. And I apply my blush up on the cheekbones. Our blush is super duper pigmented. See that? Boom, boom. Super pigmented. Now let's do a highlight. So we have an even smaller little face brush that is great for highlights. And the highlight that's in the cheek palette is a gold tone. The highlight that comes with the airbrush is more of that white cool tone. But I love them both. I like to put a little on my forehead too. Now for the fun part, which is, of course, lashes and lips. So if you're all about applying makeup with brushes and things like that, then this may be the way you want to go. But if you like new things and simple things, and you don't want to have to carry a whole bunch of brushes for your whole face look, then the airbrush system is the way to go, sis. Definitely. So all I'm doing now is putting on our mascara because I want my natural lashes to blend in to my falsies. What set of lashes should we do? Let's do I Am Enough. Let's do it with the black liner. I Am Enough is a beautiful set of faux mink lashes. And these are our adhesive lashes. And I'm going to use our black liner. So it works kind of like an eyeliner pen, except it's adhesive in there. So it's a tacky black ink that works perfect with the adhesive lash strip to give you a beautiful no glue lash. And yes, the adhesive is a lot different than a glue that you would use because really it's just a tacky ink and a glue is glue. I do have a clear adhesive that goes with this. If you don't like black liner or you want the lashes without the black liner. I got that side kind of thick. Of course, with the clear, you don't have to be as precise. I want to make sure that I get as close to my lash line as I possibly can. All right. We're going to put our box to our chest and open it away from us, just like this. It's like a book. The binding to the chest open, and we'll know which eye to put the lashes on. Oh, beautiful. I'm going to pinch my lashes now. I pinched my eye just a second ago. Silly. I looked like at the camera instead of like what I was doing. Pinch myself. Out there. Inner pinch. Now I pinch from the top and the bottom just like this. And that is to make sure that my natural lashes kind of bond with my false lashes. Now, here is an easy peasy way to make sure that your lashes look seamless. Wow, the shadow that this is casting on the edge. Take a kohl liner and tight line under here. Hey, boo. You're going to get into your lash line as close as you can. And you can hardly tell. Like you can see a little bit on this side where I'm wearing a lash, but this tightens it up so much that you can't tell just that little bit of dark kohl liner in there, right at your lash line, will keep it looking from like if you have that separation between your lashes and your lash line. Now I'm going to use a little bit of mascara and do my lower lashes. I don't have any lower lashes. Hey! I like to use multiple types of mascara because I have no real lashes. And this is why I fell in love with magnetic lashes, because I finally have glam eyes without glue. These look like Barbie doll eyes. And no glue mess, which I love. Now that we've got this, should we do a nude lip or a red lip? I think since we've gone so bold on the eye, we should do a nude lip. Okay. Let's lightly overdraw. Okay. So I just barely overdrew my lips a little bit so they will look fuller. And lipstick is on the other side. That lipstick is so good. It's so buttery good. Let me show you a little trick too. Go back to your cheek palette and get just a dab of the highlighter. And just on the inner part of your lip, like in the very inner part. Kind of spread it out just a bit too far. There we go. And that almost pulls the whole highlight, the golden highlight, together. This is a full face of makeup. Full face. And you can use a setting spray or setting powder to, set your face. But I love it because we did like a little halo eye. And we have our beautiful I Am Enough faux mink lashes on. We have our lips done. We have contoured, highlighted, blushed it up. That gold does look really pretty. But I wanted to show you that you don't have to have the airbrush kit to do a full face of makeup with natural products. The airbrush kit really, you can see it really cuts down on time. If you want to compare this live to the live I did last night, I think it was in 15 minutes or so I had all my makeup done, and this is taking just a little bit longer. So the airbrush kit I absolutely love. I love this too when I have more time to sit down and really, play with makeup like I did tonight. So thank you so much for watching. If you want to know more about the ingredients in our products and why I keep saying they're more natural, I would be more than happy to share that with you. If you want a list of the products that I have used today, just drop list in the comments or feel free to message me with any questions that you have. I'll be more than happy to answer personally. That's all. Love you. Bye.